Yippee-ki-yay movie lovers, it's Jan here. Pixar's 17th feature film, Finding Dory, is stuffed to the gills with Easter eggs. The usual suspects are all in there: A113, the Pizza Planet truck, the Luxo Ball, previous and upcoming Pixar movies, as well as Star Wars, Disney and other classic movie references. So in this video I'm going to look at all the Easter eggs, references and cameos I found in the movie. Okay, just before I wade in, I've got a really special The Art of Finding Dory book to give away from my friends at Abrams and Chronicle. It's packed with beautiful concept art, sketches and information that give a glimpse into the making of the movie. For a chance to win, all you have to do is subscribe and leave a comment on this video about your favourite Easter egg or reference in Finding Dory, or let me know about one I missed. And of course there are spoilers ahead, so if you're not ready for that, check out my non-spoiler review of the movie right here. There are some nice Pixar Easter eggs hidden in the quarantine lab. Stuck to the wall behind the fish tank is a picture of Darla, the fish-killing niece of dentist P. Sherman in Finding Nemo. The lonely volcano from the short film Lava, which played before Inside Out, also appears on a fridge magnet to the right of the scene. And there's an Easter egg for Piper, the beautiful Pixar short which played before Finding Dory. The cute sandpiper hatchling gets a visual shout out in a poster behind Hank as he scoops Dory out of the fish tank with the coffee jug. Pixar's movie WALL-E gets a well-hidden reference in the scene where Hank is about to drop Dory into the huge fish tank at the aquarium. There's a calendar with WALL-E written on it in the background of that scene. The Turtle Crush of course appears again in Finding Dory, helping Marlin, Nemo and Dory get to Morro Bay, but a model of him also hangs from the ceiling in the aquarium at the Marine Life Institute. A113 appears twice in Finding Dory. The first time it flashes on and off the screen very quickly on the back flippers of sea lions Fluke and Rudder, which are tagged A1 and 13. By the way, those sea lions are voiced by Idris Elba and Dominic West, who starred in The Wire together. The second time A113 appears is much easier to spot, as it's on the license plate of the truck transporting Hank, Marlin and Nemo to Cleveland. The license plate reads Cal A113. The A113 Easter egg has appeared in every single Pixar movie to date, and is an homage to the classroom at the California Institute of the Arts, and where the likes of Pixar's John Lasseter and Finding Dory director Andrew Stanton studied. There's a really sneaky Luxo Ball Easter egg which you can spot very briefly in the centre of the steering wheel as Hank is driving off with a transport truck, and interestingly the way it appears also looks rather like Captain America's shield as well. The Luxo Ball goes back to Pixar's very first animation, a short film called Luxo Jr., which features both the Luxo Ball and two desk lamps, one of which appears in Pixar's logo. Director Andrew Stanton's confirmed that the Pizza Planet truck appears early in the movie, and recently when I spoke with the movie's director of photography Ian McGibbon, he told me it's around the sequence that features what he called the movie's monster, and actually that means it's hidden among the objects scattered in the shipping lanes before Dory, Marlin and Nemo meet the giant squid. And in the highway scene where Hank commandeers the truck, there are also glimpses of various cars on the road which look quite a bit like the Pizza Planet truck too. Ian McGibbon also told me that there's an Easter egg to Pixar's next movie, Cars 3, close to where we see the Luxo Ball in the movie, so look out for that. There's another sneaky Easter egg on one of the pipes at the Marine Life Institute, which says Seawater Supply TL59 on it. That phrase actually appears on a pipe above the line for the submarine voyage attraction at Disneyland, with TL standing for Tomorrowland and 59 being the year the ride was opened. And interestingly enough, that attraction was actually repurposed in 2007 with a Finding Nemo theme. The number 3181 on the tag that Dory gets at the Marine Life Institute is a triple Star Wars and Pixar Easter egg. The Stormtrooper FN3181 appears in director J.J. Abrams' Star Wars The Force Awakens, and that Stormtrooper just happens to be played by regular Pixar composer Michael Giacchino, who's also composed the music for many of J.J. Abrams' other productions. And on top of that, his Stormtrooper number 3181 can be rearranged as 1138, making it a hidden nod to George Lucas's 1971 film THX 1138. The touch pool scene at the aquarium had a horror movie feel about it, with a fish cowering in fear where the children's hands start plunging into the water, and it's actually reminiscent of two moments in the Toy Story movies. There's the time the children run rampage with Woody and his friends in the playroom in Toy Story 3, and the children's hands smashing into the touch pool are also evocative of the giant claw game that Sid plays in the original Toy Story movie. Marlin's line that crossing the ocean is the kind of thing you should only do once is a meta-reference to the filmmaker's decision to keep the journey from the coral reef to California just one short scene, as they didn't want Finding Dory to be another road movie like Finding Nemo. And when Hank fills a touch pool with ink and then apologizes, it's a callback to how the baby squid in Finding Nemo inks itself when one of his friends pretends to push him off the drop-off. There's also a nod to the moment where Dory calls the baby jellyfish squishy in Finding Nemo, when she's searching for her parents in the kelp forest and says she likes sand because sand is squishy. Pixar itself also gets an Easter egg in the form of the numbers 1200 and 86, both of which appear on the side of the speedboat that picks up Dory. The numbers are a reference to Pixar's address at 1200 Park Avenue, Emeryville, and to the year that Pixar was founded, 1986. Disney's VW Beetle Herbie, which has featured in a number of movies over the years, looks like it may have sadly ended up rusting on the bottom of the ocean floor in Finding Dory. A funny moment in the film occurs when Dory swims to the surface near the Marine Life Institute and says hello, and she hears a voice respond, "Hello, I'm Sigourney Weaver." Dory then has an hilarious discussion with the automated voice of Sigourney Weaver playing over the tannoy at the Institute. This is a clever nod to Weaver's role as the voice of the ship's computer in Pixar's WALL-E. And there's also a really neat reference to one of Weaver's most iconic movies, Alien, and the scene where Bailey sees what he thinks is Dory getting eaten alive by another huge fish in the pipes. The way Bailey sees this happen using his echolocation is an homage to the scene from Alien where the character Dallas gets taken by the alien while stuck in a ventilation shaft. The pipe sequence may also be one of the two references the filmmakers have said they made to Die Hard in Finding Dory, after they saw a spoof of how all the Pixar movies are connected to the Die Hard movie franchise. And the second Die Hard reference comes up when Dory is looking for Hank in the touch pool. The other fish shout out, "Hands, Hands," to warn her the kids are coming, but Dory misunderstands and replies, "No, not Hans, I'm looking for Hank." Hans Gruber is of course the villain from the first Die Hard movie. After the movie's credits have rolled, the tank gang from Finding Nemo makes their return. It's a funny moment when Nemo's old friends roll up in front of the rock where sea lions Rudder and Fluke are sleeping. The gang are all still in the plastic bags they were in last time we saw them, but everyone's bag has turned green with algae except for Jacques. It's a fun callback to the first movie when the tank gang deliberately made their fish tank go green by sabotaging their water filter and had to stop Jacques' natural inclination to clean the tank. There are a bunch of cool cameos in Finding Dory, including Pixar's Lucky Charm John Ratzenberger, who plays the husband crab Bill, who you see cutting grass while Dory asks his wife for directions to the quarantine lab. Alexander Gould, who voiced Nemo in the original film 13 years ago, cameos as the voice of the truck driver passenger. Bill Hader, who is the voice of Fear in Inside Out, plays the voice of Stan, the husband fish, who appears at the beginning of the movie when baby Dory is lost and looking for a family. The fact Hader's character and Dory are talking about short-term memory loss seems nicely appropriate, not only for Dory's situation here, but also because of Hader's role in Inside Out, which was all about memory. By the way, Hader's wife Fish is voiced by his SNL co-star Kate McKinnon. Director Andrew Stanton is back voicing Crush the sea turtle again, but he also lends his voice to the clam that Marlin and Nemo encounter when they escape from the fish tank at the gift shop. And there's also an air of Little Shop of Horror's bloodthirsty fly trap-like plant in the look of the rather talkative clam. Other Pixar crew cameoing include film editor Torben Shan Bullock as the sea lion Gerald. Curiously, Gerald is the same name as the pelican who chokes on Marlin and Dory in Finding Nemo, and both Geralds have a similar comedic function as the butt of jokes. And co-director Angus MacLean is the sunfish Charlie Back and Forth, who was also in Finding Nemo. So were there any cool Easter eggs or references you spotted that I missed? And who was your favourite new character in Finding Dory? I'd love to know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and comment for your chance to win this stunning The Art of Finding Dory hardback book. For bonus ways to enter the giveaway, check out the Gleam link in the video description below. If you're a Pixar fan, I'll have more Finding Dory videos soon, including a video on some amazing deleted scenes and concepts from the movie. And you can also check out more of my Easter egg videos for Inside Out and The Good Dinosaur in my Pixar playlist below. Thanks for watching and see you next time, yippee-ki-yay movie lovers!